Today, we'll be talking about discipline, and more specifically, how you can apply it in your life. First of all, I would like to explain and expound upon further what do we actually mean by discipline. You see, to me, discipline is loyalty to yourself. It means that if you're someone that is disciplined, that means you are loyal to yourself. That means you do things for yourself, to benefit yourself, to gain, to progress in life, whether that be in your job, in your physical body, or your career. So many different aspects, physically, mentally, spiritually. But it all comes down to one main facet, which is discipline. And once you are disciplined, you will achieve and attain high success in your life. And a lot of the times we fall victim to our own misjudgments, let's say. Sometimes we just fall short. We'd like to be disciplined, but we can't remain loyal to ourselves. We're always picking other people before us. If we want to drink, even though we don't want to drink, sometimes we still do so because we're prioritizing others in front of us and we're putting them first and we neglect ourselves therefore. And that's a terrible predicament because you slowly lose yourself in that process. And it may just be a quick thing, or it may just be a quick favor, or so we may think so. But these things add up, and eventually they become a big difference in our lives. And all of a sudden, we've fallen, we fell off, and we're like, wait a minute, how did this happen? What happened to me? And then you start looking in the mirror and you don't even recognize the person that's staring back at you. And that's a terrible situation. I know, because I've been there. I've looked in the mirror thinking, this isn't me. Whenever I see a reflection of myself, I see a stranger. And for many years, I've lived that way. And that's all because of the lack of discipline. Because I betrayed myself. I didn't stay loyal to myself. I actually let others, quite frankly, ruin me. Or even though they didn't mean to do so, or subconsciously, it has that effect because you didn't take care of yourself first. Don't put blame onto others. Always be accountable for your own actions and misdeeds and your own mistakes as well. Never let anyone have the power. But if you are someone who lacks the discipline, you will fall prey to others' vices. But the truth of the fact is, once we lose that discipline, we inevitably lose ourselves. And it's a slow regression to the downfall of all man, all humanity. Every single person, once you just let that guard out, like in boxing, once you just let it loose and don't keep your guard up, sometimes you get hit, you get knocked out. And one punch, just like in boxing, just like in life, one punch is all it takes. Because I'm telling you, life hits hard. You gotta prepare yourself. Discipline is the ultimate loyalty to yourself. Because not only are you prioritizing your own benefit or prioritizing things that benefit you, you are actually focusing on growing. Once you're disciplined, you're bound to grow because you're adding, you're investing in yourself, and your loyalty is to yourself. Therefore, if something is negative, right, you can't invest in that. Why? Because it's detrimental to your kingdom, to your growth, your paradise. And if you are disciplined, it requires a lot of effort, but eventually it has the highest reward. It's the most rewarding thing in the world. It also requires the most sacrifice, but just like with anything in this world, those things that are worth having are worth fighting for. And that's what you're going to have to do. And when you build a discipline, you gain things that you would have never had or felt otherwise. You gain things, you experience things that would make other people falter. And when situations in life comes to you, challenges, obstacles that would make others crumble, you rise in those situations because you've been battle hardened in your discipline. And all the different disciplines that you put yourself into, you have attained a stoic fortitude, and that no matter where you go, no matter what you face, you will always remain strong, disciplined, and courageous no matter what. Building discipline is actually great because it teaches us to find ourselves, work to be better, to really grind deep within our soul. The questions that we can never answer if we become reprobates. We fall short of the grace of finding what we are truly capable of. If we are undisciplined, we will never even be aware and conscious in the existence of our higher self. Higher self being the strongest physically. It feels great to have a great body, to be able to lift things or to run great lengths of endurances, to be able to punch as hard as you can, to be able to punch as fast as you can, to be able to write as gracefully as you can, to sing, write music, play music as beautifully. So much existence in this life that is so beautiful we miss because we are disloyal to ourselves. We don't pay attention to our talents because we are undisciplined to work in them. We neglect our beauty. And when life turns ugly, we blame everything else but ourselves. Now, I'm not saying blame yourself all the time and you gotta, wallow in self-pity. I'm not saying that. What I'm trying to say is that we must be accountable because everything can change in an instance. That's all it takes. For you to be accountable for your own actions, your thoughts, and everything in your life, and everything can change so quickly. You are powerful beyond all measures, and you don't know that. Not yet, because you are still loyal to this world, but not to yourself. You are still undisciplined. But once you find discipline within yourself and loyalty to you, you will achieve everything that is possible for your life. And you will be everything you've always dreamt of. That's the power of discipline. Stay loyal to yourself, love yourself, and always be strong. I hope this message for today helps you, inspires you, and share it to others also, so that it may also inspire them. That's my main goal in life, to help each other, to heal, cure each other, strengthen one another through the wisdom of words. And it's beautiful because right now we need loving and healing words. In a world so full of hatred, we need positivity. We need care. We need genuine empathy towards each other. Love is the most powerful thing, and we can all achieve that together. Love never goes, it can only grow. So always share it. And before I leave you, I'd just like to say this beautiful verse from Proverbs chapter 16, verse 24. Gracious words are a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and healing to the bones. Amen. Thank you. Thank you for joining me today. Till we see each other again.